Agogota Federal Constituency and Yewa North Bukia Federal Constituency. I recognize you. I go from there to specially thank the Governor of Lagos State, who Wahab, and other members of the cabinet. Let me recognize our royal fathers, the paramount from Ijogauri, and my father, my other traditional rulers from Agbara, from Ibukia, and Kabisi, Oba, they were Oba Iselu, of Iselu, I recognize you, sir. Oba Kiemi, I recognize you. I recognize all the relevant stakeholders from Ogun West and Lagos State that are here. I want to especially thank you for making out time to be here. I have sought the indulgence of the committee to speak to the 3 bills that we are considering today. And with sheer coincidence, I sponsor the 3 bills. The upgrading of the Federal University of Federal Polytechnic Yaba to Federal University of Technology Yaba. Also, the upgrading of Federal Polytechnic Ilaro to Federal University of Technology Ilaro. And the Nigerian French village, which has been long abandoned. I started this project since the 8th Senate. I moved for the upgrading of these 2 institutions during the 8th Senate. That is the Federal University of Technology Yaba and Federal Polytechnic Ilaro to be upgraded to university. The project started in the 8th Senate, but due to one reason or the other, elections and everything, it cannot be concluded. So this time around, I decided to bring it back and started in good time so that within the next 1 or 2 years, we will be through with all of this. And it is my prayer that at the end of the day, both Federal Polytechnic Ilaro and Federal Polytechnic Yaba will be upgraded to a federal university by the grace of God. I am very delighted to address this August gathering on an eminent Nigeria at this public hearing organized by the Senate Committee on Tertiary Education and TETFUND on the 3 bills that I sponsored in this 9th Senate. Let me especially thank the chairman of the committee, Senator Ahmad Babba-Kaita, and all members of the committee for the work they have been doing in lawmaking for our higher education institution, as well as diligent oversight for the development of this institution. Permit me to state clearly that these 3 bills, namely, 1, a bill for an act to provide for the establishment of Federal University of Yaba Technology and other matters connected therewith, SB 85-221. 2, a bill for an act to provide for the establishment of the Federal University of Technology Ilaro to make comprehensive provision for its due management and administration and for other matters connected therewith, SB 84-212. And 3, a bill for an act to provide for the establishment of the Nigerian French language village as an inter-university center for French studies and for other matters connected therewith, SB 483, are all in pursuant of one of my legislative agenda to enhance and develop educational institutions as well as human resources development in Nigeria. It is exemplary to state that all the aspects of development in modern world are premised on the level of education obtainable in the society, with the massive explosion in our population estimated at over 200 million and the youthful segment consisting of over half of the figure. There is no doubt that the number and available admission spaces in our existing university are quite limited. It is absorbing, and the number of our people desiring higher education at the university level. In a recent study on the subject of availability of spaces for university admission in Nigeria by Population Institute, Canada, between 2010 and 2015, only 25% of the 10 million applicants to Nigerian tertiary institutions secure admission. The trend continued unabated till date from a unified tertiary matriculation examination (UTME) record in 2017. Only 30% of our 1.7 million candidates who wrote the unified tertiary matriculation exam got admission. With about 170 public and private universities in Nigeria, with a capacity of about 700,000 students at any point in time, it is clear that in Nigeria, we are yet to get to the point where there are enough admission spaces in university for our youth. The need to expand opportunity for our teeming youth in getting admission to university for good education, particularly technology-based education, informed the sponsor of this bill to upgrade the two major existing Polytechnic to a full-blown University of Technology. The Yaba College of Technology, Yaba, Lagos State, was proposed to be upgraded to Federal University of Technology, Yaba, in one of the oldest tertiary education institutions in Nigeria. I presented the bill in the 8th Senate, which was read for the first time on Thursday, the 6th of April 2017. A similar bill was presented by Senator Benga Shafa in the 8th Senate and was passed, but could not go through all the legislative process for assent. The need for the establishment of the University of Technology is informed mostly by the historical imperative as well as the expansion and development of the Yaba College of Technology since its establishment in 1947. As a successor to the Yaba Aya College way back during the colonial era. Indeed, it is indisputable that the Yaba College of Technology is the cradle of higher education in Nigeria. The mandate of the school is to provide full-time and part-time courses of institution and training in technology, applied science, commerce, management, and in such other fields of applied learning relevant to the needs of the development of Nigeria in the areas of industrial and agricultural sector. And for the research in the development and adaptation of techniques, the institution to a large extent has fulfilled this mandate over the years, with many of its graduates playing key roles in our industries and economy. It is worthy of note that Yaba College of Technology of over 70 years have developed many educational institution facilities, which state and privately owned universities, as well as federal universities, cannot boast of. The irony is that these state and newly established federal universities have today been granted the National University Commission accreditation and are running courses of full-fledged universities and awarding degrees to directorate level. The establishment of this University of Technology will go a long way in addressing the college of the huge demand and requisite education institution for megacity of Lagos State. From all estimate, projection and demographic studies, Lagos State population is over 20 million and will continue to grow, and a megacity with mostly youthful population require adequate and requisite education institution. The establishment of the Federal University of Technology, Yaba, will address the huge demand for the technology-oriented education that the megacity would require, to function optimally. At present, Yaba College of Technology have 3 schools: 1, Art, Design and Printing; 2, Engineering; 3, Environmental Studies; 4, Liberal Studies; 5, Management and Business Studies; 6, Sciences; 7, Technical Education; and 8, Technology, with other 50 specialized departments. Similarly, the bill for the upgrade of the Federal Polytechnic Ilaro to a Federal University of Technology was presented by me in the 8th Senate, and it was read for the first time on the 6th of April 2017, from where it did not proceed further till the end of the session. Following the commencement of the 9th Senate, I once again presented the bill, and it was read for the first time on the 15th of October 2019, and subsequently passed the second reading on December 3rd, 2020. The imperative for this establishment of this University of Technology is informed mostly by the expansion and the development of the Polytechnic From its inception in 1979, same 42 years ago, the institution presently has ample latitude for massive expansion in terms of land space, spanning several kilometers of land. It's also worthy of note that the Polytechnic, like Yaba College of Tech, has many infrastructural facilities which many state-owned universities and privately owned universities cannot boast of. At present, it has a fully developed school of applied sciences, engineering, environmental studies, information and technology, management studies, and over 40 departments in different areas of specialization in the school. The Polytechnic of Ilaro also have a radio station serving as a training center as well as a public enlightenment for hosts and neighboring communities. The establishment of the Federal University of Technology Ilaro in Ogun State will also go a long way in balancing the spread of educational infrastructure in the state and other parts of our great nation. Among the 3 senatorial districts in Ogun State, the senatorial district where this proposed university is cited is the only one without a state or a federal government-owned university, with 2 other senatorial districts having upward of 2 and state federal government-owned universities located therein. However, it is worthy that one of these universities located in the state are technology-based universities. For the bill on the establishment of Nigerian French language village at Ajara Badagry, Lagos State, as an inter-university center for French language studies, its passage and its eventual enactment into law will cure the abnormal of the institution existence in Nigeria since 1991, 29 years ago. Without a legislation, I wish to put it on record that the bill was presented by Senator Benga Ashafa, SB 387 in the 8th Senate, and it was passed on Tuesday, December 19, 2017. Regrettably, requisite action on the bill were not completed before the end of the 8th Assembly, which necessitated my representing it again for enactment. Let me note that the village provides the mandatory year-long language immersion program for an undergraduate of French language students in Nigeria University and College of Education. In addition to the above, the village has been an active teaching, research, learning, and articulation centers for the study of French by the Nigerian regardless of age status. It is also known as a center for training the trainers, where French teachers have undergone refresher programs and courses, and the village received the first set of students for the academic year on the 6th of January 1992 from 6 universities. Today, it receives students from more than 40 universities across Nigeria. In our ongoing drive for holistic development, Nigeria cannot afford to lag behind in French language efficiency among the community of nations at the international level. There is need to equip all eligible and interested Nigerians with French skills across professions for interpersonal relationship, as well for the employment slots meant for Nigerians in some international organizations. The Nigerian French language village will produce the needed manpower to perform the role given its legal backing. The establishment of the International University Center for French Studies will also go a long way in addressing the French language deficiency in our professional, considering Nigeria is surrounded by French-speaking country. Mr. Chairman, very distinguished colleague, I have no doubt in my mind that there are many education experts in this hearing that will further profile reasons for the need to pass these bills into law. I am sure that the passage of this bill, pursuant to one of my legislative agenda, will advance the technology development of our dear nation, as well as human resources development among our teeming youth. Thank you all, and God bless you.